6:48, your top stories for Friday in our Sunrise Smart Start. New this morning, a mother and her toddler are injured after they were hit by a car on Genesee Street.
This reportedly happened just before 10 last night. The investigators say that the mom was helping her 4-year-old son out of the back seat of the car when a passing vehicle struck their open door. The vehicle, described as a dark SUV, then left the scene. Luckily, both the mom and son only have minor injuries, but they're certainly looking for that. A 17-year-old boy in the hospital after being shot in the city. Police tell us it happened around 8:30 on Lyle Avenue. He's expected to survive, and no arrests have yet been made here, but call 911 if you know anything.
4 teens are accused of sexually abusing a 14-year-old at Clyde Savannah High School. Police say the assault happened in the boys' locker room. This is the same case that led to the cancellation of the rest of the varsity football season. The 4 teens, 17 years old, 2 16-year-olds, and a 15-year-old, all indicted, facing numerous charges. 3 are charged with aggravated sex abuse, hazing, forcible touching, and the 4th is charged with 2 counts of unlawful surveillance. All 4 were released to their parents. All are ordered back to court November 15th and 16th. An order of protection has also been issued for the victim.
A man arrested in Wayne County over allegations of sexual abuse. Deputies say 35-year-old Dustin Delk was arrested for predatory sexual assault against a child and course of sexual assault against a child in the 1st degree. It's alleged Delk engaged in multiple sexual acts with a child under the age of 13 while living in the town of Marion.
A 15-year-old girl remains in the hospital after she was hit by a school bus yesterday morning. That was at Dewey Avenue and CoStar Street. The latest update, she remains in serious condition. We're told she was crossing Dewey when the bus hit her. No charges have been filed and no tickets have been issued either.
The Cornell student accused of threatening Jewish students online will stay in jail for now. 21-year-old Patrick Dye, who grew up in Pittsford, is charged with posting threats to kill or injure another using interstate communications. That charge could put him in prison for up to 5 years if he's convicted. Dye appeared in federal court yesterday in Syracuse, but the U.S. Marshals did allow him to see his mother for the first time since he was arrested. He reportedly broke down sobbing. The judge ordered Dye to stay in jail, citing his history with mental health issues, however, also ensuring Dye would have access to mental health services while incarcerated.
New legislation here in New York is taking aim at hate crime cases. The war between Israel and Hamas has further fueled incidents of anti-Semitism and anti-Muslim hate. The Hate Crimes Modernization Act adds 31 new offenses, including gang assault, sex assault, false reporting, among others. Another new proposal would expel SUNY or CUNY students convicted of a hate crime. They would not be able to take a course or be enrolled or fill out an application in the state and city universities.
A class action lawsuit has been filed against the battery recycling company LiCycle. It comes after the company put a pause on the construction of its new plant in Rochester, and this suit claims LiCycle made misleading and incorrect statements, therefore not sharing the full facts about operations. The complaint argues the company did not tell its investors the truth about how much the rising cost of construction was, much higher than expected, and they believe the company should be forced to stop building. We have reached out to LiCycle seeking a comment, and we're still waiting.
A fine of nearly $1 million for Rochester Regional Health. That comes from the State Office of Mental Health. It says the hospital system has not been following guidelines regarding hospital beds. A letter to RRH says Newark Wayne Hospital and Unity Hospital psychiatric inpatient units were granted temporary capacity changes during the height of the COVID pandemic. In January, the 2 were supposed to go back to their regular capacity limits for beds in those units. The state says they failed to do that and gave a fine to RRH of $925,000. The hospital system refutes this, saying it's working with the state and is discouraged by the accusations. We have the full statement to that nearly $1 million fine at rochesterfirst.com. New this morning, a call for young recruits to join a job training program here in Rochester.
Yeah, if you've never heard of ReJob, it has a 100% success rate. Quite the accomplishment there. Aran Spitzer explaining live in the studio how it could maybe lead you to a new career. Aran.
Good morning. The program is unpaid and tuition-free. It's meant to help underserved communities by creating a path to a long-lasting career. ReJob is an intensive 8 weeks of training, during which trainees get their certifications in expertise like asbestos, mold, environmental sampling for air, water, and soil, amongst others. The program will start its 8th year in January. So far, as you said, 100% of attendees have completed the program and have found career opportunities. To qualify, applicants must be residents residents of Rochester, have a valid New York State driver's license, have a registered and insured vehicle, pass multiple drug tests, and be able to commit to 8 weeks of full-day trainings. I spoke with Kenneth Terry, a graduate who is now employed as a geoprobe technician, and Paul McFadden, who manages the program. Here's what they had to say.
I always wanted to do something with construction, but I just never had a proper way of getting my foot in the door.
The federal EPA has made it their #1 priority to be able to arm community citizens who are underserved or underemployed with all of the certifications they need to become marketable to an employer.
For more information and an overview of the program, people can attend a public town hall meeting on Monday at 5 p.m. at the Edgerton Rec Center. Back to you.
Ron, thank you. Tonight, downtown at Blue Cross Arena, the Amherst have their annual Hockey Fights Cancer Night. One of 23 teams supporting this campaign, wearing special lavender jerseys to be auctioned off through Saturday. The auction is a benefit for cancer support community at Gilda's Club.
The National Toy Hall of Fame announces this year's inductees later this morning, just a few hours away. The finalists include, long list here, baseball cards, Battleship, Bingo, Bop It, Cabbage Patch Kids, the Choose Your Own Adventure books, Connect 4, Nerf toys, Slime, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Ken from Barbie, and the Little Tykes Cozy Couples. But only 3 of these will be making the cut. The Strong says the induction is based on icon status, longevity, discovery, and innovation. But the Strong also has a fan vote for you to choose the 4th inductee from the Forgotten 5, Pez, Pogo Sticks, My Little Pony, and Transformers. That is going to be announced next week.
We will have those names coming up at noon. The Veterans Day Parade coming up tomorrow. A handful of streets in Rochester will be shut down because of that throughout the day. Some of those on your screen. These closures will begin at 7:30 in the morning and run till everyone passes through with the parade. There's another round of closures as it moves beginning at 10 a.m. You can learn much more about the parade on our website, rochesterfirst.com. We also have a list of Veterans Day events today and tomorrow throughout the weekend. If you want to go support our veterans, as we say thank you and happy Veterans Day weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, you were saying
love to do.
How big the parade is, right?
Yes, heard from Executive Adam Bello last week that they had as many people signed up for this, more than St. Patrick's Day Parade, which is huge here. Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if folks are going to be standing out along that parade route, I think the weather is going to be pretty kind to them as they kind of wave to all our vets.
That's right. Just a couple extra layers because of the temperatures, and the hand warmers coming in clutch. If you haven't bought that big box of hand warmers for the season.
Yes, got to hide those under my desk.
Yeah, right. Now is the time to grab those and get them ready because I think tomorrow morning would be perfect for it. High temperature today, right around average. We'll get to just into the lower 50s. No chance for any rain or snow. I know I do have it there on Saturday, AM rain, snow, but that's very light and passing. I think most of the weekend does look dry. A couple of cold mornings around the corner. Sunday morning cold, Monday morning cold, but you see numbers climb there. And then we've got some lows in the 40s, highs in the 60s. Once you look at that kind of extended forecast.
60s again after 29 there, I saw in the weekend.
Some big swings, but the only thing we don't have is rain or snow.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
Fingers crossed, right? Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you for watching us here at Sunrise.
Thank you for sharing your morning with us. CBS Mornings is next.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.